This is a video comparison between the Hohem XG1 and the EVO SS. Right out of the box, the Hohem had just a good weight and feel to it. They had some soft foam parts where when it's powered off, where the axis points would touch the unit itself. I like that about it. Actually found that be a little nicer than the EVO SS. Some of the arms on that will actually contact the unit and scratch it, if you care about that. Some of the stuff I didn't like was the internal battery on it. So on the run you couldn't change out a battery like you could with the SS. I was getting about 40 minutes out of the XG1 as compared to the SS. I'd probably get, I would say, 3 to 4 times that. I haven't had it out that long yet, but I haven't even actually killed a battery on it on my rides yet. Overall stabilization between the two, it's pretty significant, I think. Just regular riding just doesn't even compare to the SS. And then right here we're seeing it has issues with the panning. There is settings in the application that you can adjust all that stuff, but I didn't have it long enough to even mess with it. And some of the other downfalls of it, I just decided that I didn't even want to mess with that. Out of the box, the EVO SS did pretty well with the panning. You did have to, or I ended up adjusting some of the settings on it just so it would do the panning a little faster. But even that's personal preference. But as you can see here, it just wants to stare off into space and not even come back. I'm not sure if the settings would even fix that. It seems like it's so hit and miss with it. But up here on this downhill portion, you can really tell the downfall of the XG1. It just doesn't, once I hit some of these drops, it doesn't even want to come back. And the camera I was using was even lighter than what the Hero 4 is. So I imagine with a heavier camera, it would probably be even worse. That's the same spot I was dealing with the Hohem XG1. Let's see the difference between how this stabilizes the drops with the EVO SS compared to the XG1. You have a real comparison, I guess. Is that what you guys are yelling? So far with the SS, my only complaints are the app is pretty cheesy, I guess. It works, but it's just not very refined, and I find that the battery power meter on there was not working correctly. I haven't tested that since, but the first 3 times I had it out, I didn't charge the battery after my rides. They were short rides, but it was still showing at 80%, so I kind of wanted to see where or how long I could go on a battery. And I think once it hit under 80%, the unit kept turning off randomly, and turns out it was the battery, not the unit itself. So I don't put much trust into, I guess, the power meter that's on the app. I did actually have an issue also. I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of jittering. I thought something was hitting it and making it vibrate, like the strap from my water pack or something, but it ended up being a firmware issue. Customer support was great, which is why I think a lot of people go with the SS over some of the other ones where you got overseas customer support. But I contacted them, and they sent me out, emailed me a firmware update that wasn't available on their site. Something that I guess they were testing. I installed that, and it fixed the issue right away, so I was pretty happy with that. Overall, I'm happy with my decision, and I think the footage speaks for itself. Looking forward to making a few more videos, so if you want to check those out, subscribe, and I'll get some actual riding videos out there.